for Moments of Truth, Lanny Donald.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How many of you have seen Moments of Truth before? Okay, because I only have 10 handouts here. So those that want a handout, your hands up, okay? I'll start. Okay, there are 2 spares in case somebody wants.
Thank you.
Now, you all know the mission of Toastmasters is to provide mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. Now, how many of you joined Toastmasters because you've got nothing to do but just going to your, a date with your husband? Not very many. There you go. Now, it is important to create a good environment because most people would come to Toastmasters because they would want self-confidence to be able to stand in front of people. Correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, could I have the next slide, please? So they say a club would not survive. This is not the first one. It's different from the one. Okay, a club will only survive, or when you, I'll backtrack. When you come to a club and you see the club is only 3 people, what would you think? It's like going to a restaurant, you only see 1 or 2 people. Correct?
Something's wrong with that.
Something is wrong. What else would go through your mind?
Do I really want to be here?
Exactly. So it is important, yes.
However, there's the odd person who just likes a very small group and they want really big speakers here.
There you go. There's win-win situation. But on the whole is what people want to have momentum. They say a club would lose people because they died. Now, in the 4 years that I've been in our club, we've only lost 1 member. 3% move away, but you're going to find out more and more is happening now because of the economy. 9 more move to other products because of someone's recommendation. Now, I have not noticed that with our club that they would join some other club because it is better. It's usually because of situation. For instance, parents, moms, because the children are growing, they find that they cannot attend an evening club, so they would look for day club. That's the only reason. 9% finds cheaper now. I don't think you would find that. That does not apply to Toastmasters, correct? And 10% are chronically dissatisfied. Do you find that to be true? There's
I don't
some
think
people that
it's
you
that
cannot
high.
please. Pardon me?
I don't think it's that high. I think it's maybe 1%.
In Toastmasters, I agree with you. Yeah, the odd one. 68% leave because people are indifferent to their needs. This I found to be true. It's because they felt not loved or not welcome. Okay. And this is what we're going to focus on because it makes a difference whether a person will stay or not stay. Moments of Truth is an episode where a member comes in contact with any aspect of Toastmaster experience and form an expression of the club's quality and service. And this is important to a club because when my husband brought me to the club, I felt these people are very nice. They're friendly. They felt like a family, so I didn't mind coming. But but I'll tell you later what happens. So the first impression is very, very important. Because when a person comes, very often they're already afraid, and therefore they came to Toastmasters to gain confidence. So a welcome is very important. Membership orientation will follow that. That's also important. All these are the steps that we have to keep in mind, and we'll go into detail in a moment. Next slide. The guests, are they greeted warmly? When I came to the club, everybody greeted me because he may have climbed up the club. My wife is coming. So they say, oh, welcome, welcome. In fact, I got hugs and they welcome me and they say, come and sit here. So it is so important for that. Guest book. Now we have a VP of member that is taking the trouble to have a guest table with a guest book and a welcoming card and a name tag. And then somebody is always greeting them. And as soon as they greeted, they got their name tag, then they're ushered into the room to be introduced to other people. That is so important. What else? When you come into a room, when a guest comes in and there's chaos, what is their first impression? Not to be just as chaotic. Yes, exactly. So the sergeant at arms is so important for them. Pardon me?
I want to repeat what they say because sometimes we miss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's repeat what she said.
Okay, when somebody comes in and you say the meeting starts at 7:30, most guests would come at 7:30. And they come at 7:30 and tables are still being arranged and somebody says, no, I don't want it like that. Do it this way. No, I like it the other way. What's the impression that the guests would have?
That the meeting would be just as chaotic as the rest of it.
So that is so important that the sergeant at